Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. In this video we're going to be looking at the three types of kalam. The Shaykh went on to say وأقسامه ثلاثة اسم وفعل وحرف جاء لمعنى. There are three things that are used in the Arabic language. Now everything that is spoken, written, communicated is not outside these three things. They are ism وفعل وحرف جاء لمعنى. So a noun, a verb and a letter that comes with a meaning. جاء لمعنى has its own condition. So noun, verb and letters, these are the things that Arabic language has. There isn't a fourth part or the fourth type in the Arabic language. Only a noun, verb and letter. Al-ism or a noun is the first part, and examples of that are Muhammad, Ali, wa Rajul, wa Jamal, wa Tufahatun. Now these are all examples of al-ism or noun in the Arabic language. The second type is al-fi'l or the verb, and al-fi'l is in three types or three subtypes. على ثلاثة أنواع ماض ومضارع وأمر. Verb is in three types: the past, the present and the future. It's really straightforward, alhamdulillah. So the past or the past tense is like this: فهم خرج تكلم. So فهم, he understood. Okay, so this is in the past tense, happened previously. خرج, he went out. Okay, it happened in the past. تكلم, he spoke. Again, it happened in the past. Okay, now all of these things are the past tense. Okay, so al-madi, they're in the past tense. The second type of fi'l is al-mudari' or al-mudari'. Afwan, al-mudari' is the second type of al-fi'l or verb in the Arabic language. So present tense. So you have yaktubu or continuous present, should I say? Yaktubu, okay, he's writing. Yafhamu, he's understanding. Yakhruju, he's leaving. Okay, so it's happening right now. Okay, so al-mudari', which is the present tense. Yaktubu, yafhamu, yakhruju. Okay, now the other type of fi'l amr, the other type of fi'l is fi'l amr. Okay, it's an order, it's a request. Examples of that include uktub, wafham, wakhruj. Okay, now al-amr is basically a request to do something. So if someone says to you uktub, write, or write something, wafham, understand, okay, or listen, wakhruj, okay, leave. Okay, these are al-amr, they are requests. Fi'lun wa amr is the third type of verb in the Arabic language. So the Shaykh went on to, the Shaykh said al-ism, which we looked at, al-fi'l, which is in three subtypes: al-madi, al-mudari', al-amr, and finally we have al-harf, which are the letters. Now there's a condition attached to these, which were jaa lima'na, they must have a meaning. So for example, you have min bayti or min al-masjidi. So min is a harf, so the mim and the noon, two letters put together, is a harf here. Okay, and if you need to put it into a context like min al-bayti, okay, dhahabtu min al-bayti ila al-masjidi. Okay, that is then put into a context. Now you have the min and the ila, so dhahabtu min al-bayti ila al-masjidi. Okay, and you have an, for example, and ala. And now an can be used in many different contexts here. We're going to use a simple example, which I'm sure you've heard of before, which is an Amir al-Mu'mineen, or you have an Umar radiyallahu anhu, an fulan. So you have all of these things. So it can be used for many different things, but the most famous uses that an takes is on the authority of, or on so and so. Okay, so an is a harf, but it needs to be put, it needs to have a meaning. So harfun ja'a li ma'na. Okay, now you have ala. So you have ala in this sense is some to be on something, or on top of something. Ala. So you might say al kitabu ala al maktab. So the kitab or the book is on the table. Now it takes in the form of on. Okay, and it can be used in many different other contexts as well. So you have al-ism, wal-fi'l, and al-harf. Now the Sheikh said وَأَقْسَامُهُ ثَلَاثَةً. Now the parts of it are ثلاثة, three. اسم, which is the noun, والفعل, which is the verb, وحرف جاء لمعنى, and the letters that come with a meaning. They need to have a meaning attached to them. Now, Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Inshallah, we're going to change tack somewhat. Inshallah, we're going to be reading the actual matan and the explanation of Muqaddimatul Ajrumiyah. As we mentioned before, the matan is in red, as you can see here, and the explanation by Muhammad Muhyiddin Abdul Hamid is in blue here. Now the matan was originally written by, as mentioned before, by Abu Abdullah Muhammad bin Dawood as-Sinhaji. May Allah have mercy on him. Now we're going to be reading the matan, and then we're going to be reading the explanation, inshallah ta'ala. In the first video, it mentions the prerequisites for taking this online video course, and it was basically that you had some experience with the Arabic language itself. When it comes to the qawa'id, the rulings, inshallah, what we will do is go back to the previous presentation and use that to understand the rulings and the ahkam and the qawa'id, inshallah. Now we're going to be reading the matan, and then we're going to be explaining the text, inshallah ta'ala. Alamatul ism. Alamatul ism is the mawdu' or the subtopic for this part, inshallah, and basically means the signs and what you can use to help you recognize that a word or something that you see is actually a noun or a verb. Sorry, it's actually a noun, not a verb or a harf or a letter. قال محمد داود السنهاجي رحمه الله: فالاسم يعرف بالخفض والتنوين ودخول الألف واللام وحروف الخفض وهي من وإلى وعن وعلى وفي ورب والباء والكاف واللام وحروف القسم وهي الواو والباء والتاء. That's the matan that which is by Abu Abdullah Muhammad bin Dawood as-Sinhaji. And the explanation in blue here is by Muhammad Muhyiddin Abdul Hamid, which we'll read now, inshallah. وأقول, and he says, I say, للاسم علامات. For the ism, there are some signs that you can actually use, يتميز, that you can differentiate with, عن أخويه الفعل والحرف, from his brethren, which are the fi'l and the harf, بوجود واحدة منها, by finding one of these signs within the word or within the noun that you see, or قبولها, or the fact that it accepts something, or accepts this alama, accepts this sign. وقد ذكر المؤلف رحمه الله, and the mu'allif, who is Abu Abdullah Muhammad bin Dawood as-Sinhaji, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on him, has mentioned this. He says, من هذه العلامات أربعة من هذه العلامات أربعة علامات. From these signs are four that we need to have, وهي, and they are الخفض. الخفض basically meaning the jar, the kasra, okay. والتنوين, and tanween, as we all know, is basically comes at the آخر, the last letter of the noun. ودخول الألف واللام, and the fact that the noun would accept alif and lam at the beginning. So for example, al-bayt, al-masjid, the al is alif and lam, okay. ودخول الحرف من وحرف الخفض, and it will accept حرف من, which is from the حروف الخفض. So min, which is part of حروف الخفض, some letters are called al-khafd, so they basically make a noun kasra, so they make it مخفوض. So if someone says min baytin, now min is a harfu khafd, min harfu khafd, it's a harf that makes things kasra, it makes it khafd, which we'll come to see inshallah ta'ala. Likewise ala, likewise fi, likewise al-ba, likewise al-kaf, wal-lam, all of these letters make a noun khafd, they make it with a kasra. So the Shaykh said that the alamat al-ism are four. They are وهي الخفض والتنوين ودخول الألف واللام وحرف من حروف الخفض. نعم.